Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is just kind of a brief little video over this particular unit. This is a Hol-Dem Model 56. It's an old weed burner type. It's a intermittent on and off. This isn't a constant current one, but it is a weed burner type. We fixed the inside of it, and it was missing the little chopper thing, so put another one of those in there, and now it's going good again. So these old weed burners don't come in very often anymore. A lot of people don't think they're fixable when typically they are, if you know what you're doing. So if you'd like to send us one of these old weed burner types, we'll be happy to take a peek at it for you. We don't charge anything up front to take a look at it, but you know, almost everything for this can be readily found. May not be the identical thing, but it's what is available that you can use today. So there's the inside of it. Pretty crude unit, but it works. Got new capacitors in there. Got little MOV protection things on there. We got a built-in fuse on there, transformer. See, it's got a date on there too, 1976. That's what it's got written on there. But it's a pretty neat little unit. We'll plug it in here. Now these weed burner types have a warm-up thing. When you first plug them in, you've got to let them, come on, I'll get that together in a minute. You have to let them warm up. It takes about a minute, give or take, for this thing to warm up and actually start working. And these are not a clicking type. They're not solid state. They're before solid state. This is, you know, an old style unit. Started making this variation of this model of some sort probably in the 60s. And now this one's date on this, at least the transformer. I don't know when the thing was made itself, but the transformer itself is dated April something of 1975 or 76 or whatever. Come on, warm up and get started here. It was just working a little bit ago. There it goes. So every time that light lights up, that's when it's shocking. So it's not a constant current, but it is a on and off duration thing. Now this is an AC output unit. This thing puts out like 600 volts AC. So we'll go across here. You can't use the Gallagher Electric Fence Tester to test it. See, 645. Yeah, 645 some volts on there. AC coming out of it. Now these aren't like, you know, they ain't gonna knock you to the ground. I mean, it's gonna hurt. I wouldn't touch it. We'll take a screwdriver, two of them. We'll just create a little spark gap here. It's hard to get it just right. I need another flat screwdriver. Try this. This might work. Pretty hot spark. Not big. But for what it's designed to do, and this case is grand, so we might just be able to go to the case and do a little spark jump. So, but based on what it's designed to do and what it's capable of doing, this unit is working fine. Now, back when these were being built, there wasn't poly rope, poly braid, turbo rope, turbo tape, poly tape. That stuff wasn't around. It wasn't even invented yet. Probably not. So basically, people were using this on smooth fence wire, like high tensile aluminum, steel fence wire. You could run short runs with it. You couldn't run like miles of fence or 50 acres of fence or whatever, but small little areas like, you know, maybe you got a little corral you want to keep pigs in, or you want to keep Maybe you want to keep animals away from hay bales or stuff like that. You can put it around there. I wouldn't go like more than 10 acres or more. I mean, that would probably be even pushing it, because the further out the shot goes, the further out it has to travel, the weaker this thing gets. Starts off strong at the beginning, but as you go down the fence line, it gets weaker and weaker. And they can handle some grass on there, but if they get too much, it just dogs it down too much. Now, every time this light flashes is when it's shocking. And if you get a dead short on it, like here, we'll put a screwdriver between fence and ground. The ground's the case. Still trying to shock, but the light's not flashing anymore. As soon as you get rid of the bad short in the fence, that light should go back to flashing again. So, but that's basically it on this little unit. They made a model 57, Hol-Dem did, and there's some other brands like Parmak and Sears, and I don't know, or there's other brands out there. I'm trying to think of, I don't remember now. But there's a few other brands and models out there that make these, or that did make these weed chopper, weed burner type units, weed clipper, what do they call them? But anyways, we got this one going, got new capacitors in it, new timer chopper thing on there for it. Transformers still good. Transformers are obsolete, but there's a couple of different kinds out there that we can find that will work in these for this type of application. So hopefully you like this kind of stuff. If you got a need for one to get fixed, send it on in here. We'll be happy to take a look at it for you. But until next time, we'll see you guys later on, and have the good rest of your day.